Hello again, this is Battle Ready Batman and Metalbeard from the first wave of LEGO Movie 2 sets. Metalbeard here is back as a crab mech, they say this time. So he's got multiple legs there, and some of them can be repurposed to be used as arms, like this one that has a small saber. This one has a chainsaw end at it. I think, strictly speaking, his arms are supposed to be these hooks here, which have ball ends built into them, so they can be rotated around and turned in different ways. They're not super useful, but they can be used to pick up some things. And you have the classic Metalbeard head there with the iron, the metal beard itself, of course. Printed pirate hat for him. Looks like he has kind of an engine behind him, like a V4 engine of some sort, but with a bit of a steampunk flair to it. But once again, he does have his chest, which is a treasure chest, and it has within it a bone and a sausage. Those represent his skeleton and internal organs. Got a little bit of General Grievous kind of action going on with that character. He's got a crow's nest back here left over from the ship, and that's able to move out of the way, which is good. Or you can just use it to angle it. You can set a figure up there. Let me get me. You don't have any spare studs in there to hold it, but you can put a figure in there so you could team up, and if the figure that you place up there has a weapon also, then it can be used for point defense or something like that. This entire thing, to me, to be honest, feels a little bit sad, kind of in universe. It makes me feel bad for Metalbeard himself, that he has been broken apart so much, and probably so many times, and he's just, I don't know, he doesn't feel complete here. He feels injured, especially with not all of the legs being there and not all the legs being the same. It just feels like he's been, this is like a peg leg, a crab peg leg here. It just feels like he's been beaten up so much, and that makes me sad for him a little bit. When I look at this, I'm not literally sad, I'm okay over here, but I'm just saying how this makes me feel. It doesn't make me feel like this is an enjoyable scene that this is set in. Let me know what you think about that. Is it just me? If it's just me, that's fine. But I think as a build, as a Lego build, and for what it's supposed to be, it is more than fine with all the articulation and everything. It's posable. You can put some things in the hook arms. It would be nice if they were a little bit more useful, but you can always use like this little arm off to the side to hold other things. There's stuff that you can do with it, but just beyond the collection of Lego pieces, it's not the nicest thing, not the most uplifting thing to look at to me. Batman gets a throne of vanity and self-absorbedness. It says, "You're welcome" on the sign. The sign can be adjusted from side to side. That's not really an action feature. I mean, there is a geared mechanism back there, but it's mostly just to keep it at a given angle. I mean, you can do this. There's a little bit of friction in there. I don't know. It's a thing. There's space behind here, so you can pretend that's a cave. And there are a couple clips here, so you can attach minifigure accessories to it. This is a ladder. We've already seen from one of the trailers that the actual scene for this is huge, but there would not have been very much play value to building up a huge mound of just structure just to put him at the top. So I think this is enough to cover that scene. Also has open studs on the top to the sides of him so that he can hold his katanas up there. I guess if he's going to use his katanas, then he could put the batarangs on the clips down below. The one really pleasant surprise here is that the "You're Welcome" sign is a print. No stickers in this set whatsoever. This post-apocalyptic chopped sleeve wearing Batman has a pleasant surprise as well in its production, at least for me. The armor, which is all the stuff that you see for the chest and also the pauldrons, the shoulder coverings, all that is done as basically one piece, but it is dual molded so that you get a nice crisp line between the gunmetal gray, the dark pearl gray, and the black for the partial tire treads. And the pleasant surprise for me is that the tire tread segments are actually done in a rubbery material. It's not hard plastic. I really like that because, I don't know, it just feels a little bit deluxe. They could easily have done that in all the same material. They could have done it just as a print, probably. Might have even been cheaper, wouldn't have been as consistent. But I really like the fact that it's rubbery, because it just feels right. It feels like it's not trying to be fake. I like when toy companies, put a little bit of care, a little extra care into materials and things, and where they do stuff that is fake, they at least try to make it not so obvious. They try to make you feel a little bit more like you've gotten what you see. So that's just nice to me. I need to take some of this stuff off though, so that you can really appreciate the remainders of the prints. This is I believe a new and unique tattered cape for Batman as well. And there he is, stripped down to the basics. Again, really good production values here with the prints. They look good. I like this design. Has a little bit of Thor Ragnarok feel to me, which is not a bad thing. Secondary face is useful. Let's see what this looks like, just like this, but with the hood on, if you're interested in that, potentially. See, that's interesting. Let me also add the cape. Now that actually doesn't work as well as I expected, and that's because the cape is really designed to be folded down by the armor itself. The big old armor piece just has the overlaps at the front and the back to hold it down. But, you have some options there. And then this character here is named Maddox, Maddox. I don't know what his deal is canonically in universe, but he fights on the same side as Batman, I'm pretty sure, from what we see on the box, on the packaging. And it's a pretty well produced figure, not a whole lot of stuff on it, but what is there is good. Gunmetal gray colored neck and shoulder armor piece. Very simple, interesting. I'm sure somebody out there, maybe multiple people, will order hundreds, if not thousands of those, and use that piece interestingly to create a new and unique texture in a huge way. Yeah, pretty well done figure. Obviously only one single face on this one because he's bald, but that's fine. And then lastly, the set comes with Star, or a Star. It looks like there are lots of stars out there. Maybe they're all named Star. Whatever it is, it's a good thing. And I wouldn't mind Lego throwing these into all kinds of sets. This and Heart, they're just positive things. They're just good. They're just happy. I mean, it's a star. It's not a Lego Movie 2 specific thing. This will live long after people forget about the Lego Movie 2. And it's a really nice, happy expression. A print for the 2x2 tile there on a star base. You can do other things with it. Not a whole lot of things, but I'm sure plenty of people, again, will get hundreds and thousands of these and make some really interesting scenes. It's just a good thing. And here are the spare parts that were left over when I built this set. It's a pretty fair number of pieces to get extra in a set this small. And it's nice to get the weapon pieces, food piece, utility belt. This is a hollow stud here, and that's one of those nice modified tile pieces with the bar on top. This is also a short Technic, not a bushing, a sleeve, I guess, in pearl gold. The main things that you pay for in this set really don't impress me. That is purely subjective, just a personal opinion. I don't like that Metalbeard, and the throne is, there's not that much to it. It doesn't really do much. For me, I really like the Batman, the You're Welcome sign with the print there. I like Star, and Maddox is pretty cool as well. This is a $20 set in the US, and you can see prices in some other representative prices, original retail prices in some other regions. I do feel like that's a bit much. At least it's not as bad to me personally, as I see it, as the other $20 Lego Movie 2 set that I just reviewed, the introducing Queen Whatever Wannabe set. this at least has a lot more pieces in it than that one. That one had 115 pieces for 20 bucks. This has 168 pieces. And I can see those pieces, and I can see uses for them. I can think of uses for them. Even myself not liking this Metalbeard, I can take this apart and use all those components for other things. So this to me has much better value than that other $20 set, even though in my case I don't like, again, most of what you pay for here. Lots of subjective feelings there, but you know, I like to share that as well as showing you just the plain facts of what you get. But that's about it for what I think about this one. I hope that at least whether or not you agree with my opinions about things here, that I have shown you what you need to see to help you to make your own decisions on whether you want to buy this or not. If you want to see how this went together, didn't take very long obviously, but I do have a build video that covers it and the other $20 set. You can find that on my new build channel, and if you like how I'm doing my build videos, subscribe over there and you can see more as they come. Thanks for your time, and I will be back as soon as I can with some more content for you.